Hi guys.
Hello, hello guys. Dr. Ravina this side. Welcome to the QAN session organized by PrepLadder. I'm Ravina Tilwani. I did my graduation from Bukovinian State Medical University, Ukraine. I scored 225 marks in FMG. Over to you, Dr. Manisha.
Hi everyone. Myself Dr. Manisha. I did my MBBS from Avicenna State Medical University and took PrepLadder in my third year. And I'm very excited for this Q&A session. So let's just get started. First question is by Jha Shivam, who asked that, hello doctors, can you tell us how to be calm and attentive during preparation or any secrets to prepare well and get good marks? Um, you have to be there are going to be bad days, to be very honest. During the whole preparation you are going to have bad days, and that is the time when you don't have to stop studying. You have to study consistently. I have always believed in the fact that it's not the hours of study that you study, it's the consistency that matters. That hope you are studying daily on a regular basis and for calm. And I, to be very honest, during the start of my exam, I practiced breathing exercises, which really helped me to calm. Over to
Okay,
you.
so continuing with the same question, like being calm in this field is really a tedious task, but still, we are doctors, we need to manage. So, like for me, I started yoga for these 6 months. You can also try any other activity except studies to divert your mind or to calm your mind so that your output or your grasping power increases more.
And the next question is by Lazy Panda. He asks, hello, please tell us how to begin preparation and which subject we should be beginning first. Okay. So I would always suggest that go with the first year and second year first, because they are your basic subjects and you always need to make your base strong. And if you are in your second year or third year or maybe even fourth year, then I would suggest go through all the main videos and start from first, second year subjects, because it is very important to have a strong base. And after that, you can go with the rapid revision videos. Over to you, Dr. Ravina.
Like in my case, I would prefer choose your favorite subject first so that your interest develops. Like I was very much interested in pedia and gynec, so I picked these two subjects initially. And then when you do Q banks, you gain that confidence that if you work hard, you can do it. So gradually, all the subjects will get covered, but start with your favorite one so that you'll be having that josh in yourself to complete the course.
Okay. The next question is from Sanket Chaudhary, who asked how to prepare for June. Some guys say June exam is tough. No, it is not like that. Please stop believing that. The number of people giving the June exam last time were 27,000 approximately, and this time the January exam was given by approximately how many students? Approximately 38,000 students.
Yeah.
So the number of students are increasing in January exams. So the probability of passing the number of students is also increased. So I would please suggest, don't believe in the fact that the June exam is going to be tough. It's just going to be the January exam. You just have to do your best. Focus on doing your best. Don't focus on the exam being tough or easy. Over to you, Dr. Ravina.
So the next question was by Dr. Ankit Karnawat, like is prep, rapid revision and a Q bank enough to clear the exam? I would say rapid revision is a much better source, but first you need to complete all the main videos so that you can get the concepts. Like in my case, I have completed complete main videos before these 6 months during my college days. And in these 6 months, I just read the main notes plus the rapid revision lectures and its notes. So it's better to know clear your concepts first and then go for slightly bit shortcuts. I would say rapid revision is not a shortcut, but still main videos are must.
I agree with Dr. Ravina. Whatever she has said is something which I have also done. And the next question is by Dr. Raj. What is your schedule and how many hours did you study per day? I have already told that that's a very subjective question, and I'm a very lazy person, so I'm never going for more than 8 hours of studying in a day. And in the last 10 days only, I was able to study till 12 hours. And I would suggest that be consistent with your studies and study for, even if you're studying for 4 hours, those 4 hours should be effective for you because it is very important to be productive. So I would suggest don't go for the hour, go for your productivity. Over to you, Dr. Veena.
In my case, I was very studious person. On contrast to Dr. Manisha, I had a plan. I take a 5 hours slot in the morning and 5 hours like after post lunch. And then in the night, I used to do PYQs that are not much brainstorming or sort of stuff when your productivity goes low. So it was like I started two subjects simultaneously. The first 5 hours is given to one subject in which I read notes as well as question practice. And in next 5 hours, again a different subject, and the rest 2-3 hours of my day to PYQs. That was my.
Now, Dr. Alia says that, hello, PrepLadder. This is Dr. Alia Siddiqui. I have cleared my FMG in my first attempt, thanks to PrepLadder team and all the teachers. And congratulations, Dr. Alia. We are very happy for you and hope you inspire many other people. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Dr. Alia.
Now, the next question is from Manasa. Is it possible to crack exam in just 5 months who hasn't started their preparation yet? Obviously, because this is one exam in which we don't have negative marking. And what matters is you start, not when you start, is what I believe. You just have to be consistent. But now the number of hours to your study you have to increase because now you would have to take to 12 hours a day, and you can definitely do it. And go for the rapid revision videos now. If you have only 5 minutes, 5 months left, so go for the rapid revision videos. They are very helpful.
Okay, so I would like to say a Hindi quote, "Jab jago tab savera." So in this case, if only 5 months, they are more than enough. Instead of regretting that we have wasted 5 years, you can give your full effort in 5 months. At least we can try our best. Then everything in God's hand. So give your full. You'll get the best.
And the next question is by Dr. Aman Sharma. He says that what is the main subject to focus that contains maximum portion in FMG? So these are the main subjects which you should focus on. These are medicine, surgery, obs gynae, PSM, and path pharma. These are very important subjects, and you should focus more on these subjects because they are very high yielding subjects.
I would like to say the subjects Dr. Manisha said are actually very scoring, but these are more prominent in paper 2 of our exam. And in paper 1, more of biochem and microchem, that too was scoring because they are direct one-liners. If you know, you know. There is no such concept. You just cram it off and you get the questions right. And although PSM has 30 questions in its weightage, but all this is not fixed. I guess this time biochem were much more expected than in the past years. So we cannot clearly distinguish which subject is more important and which is not. So focus on all 19 and then start shattering subjects according to.
Yeah, and biochem is biochem came in abundance, but the questions were pretty easy, which were very solvable. So it gets very scoring. And the next question is from Dr. Sahil. He says that for anatomy, RR is enough. I would say if you have time, you go for the main videos and then you go for RR. And if you don't have time, then obviously RR is enough. RR is sufficient, I believe.
Same for me, like I'm very bad in anatomy. So I completely read the RR notes that were more than sufficient for anatomy in my case. And I think my anatomy was much more sorted in the exam too. I didn't feel like I haven't seen this question earlier or not. It was like easy if you have done RR very nicely, and yes, question practice. If you are not doing the main notes, you can even solve the Q bank once or twice. It will help you a lot.
Okay, now Dr. SP asked, when did you start giving grand tests? I first gave my grand test in October, and after that, I always gave a grand test on the day which I didn't feel like studying. I didn't feel like studying, so that was my strategy to go for with the grand test. And I would say that please don't take the scores of grand test very seriously. They have no correlation. For me, according to me, they have no correlation with your actual scores. They are just your guiding tool, that these are the subjects which you are weak at, and these are the subjects which you need to focus more on, which would enhance your score in the exam. Dr. Ravina.
So in my case, I always like reality checks. So even before starting my preparation in July, I came in India on 5th of July and gave my first grand test on 6th of July to know where do I stand right now. So in my case, I used to give grand test every week and see the progression of my marks, and that motivated me way beyond, like I can do it if. And in my case, the champions exam that PrepLadder had held in last 2 3 months, they were exactly the same score I got in my current paper. So I think first of all, you should also see, like the grand test also shows which subjects you're weak in and which you are strong. So this give a proper analysis, like on which subject you should focus more. And please do review the questions after giving the grand test. It's
Yeah,
more
that's
helpful.
very important. Next question is, what was the frequency of grand tests and when to start them? I would say start them as early as possible. I felt that I was a bit late to give my first grand test, but I had the phobia of grand tests. So I first desensitized myself with custom modules, every 50-50 questions, and then I jumped to. I would say start with a grand test as soon as you are done with your first reading of the subjects, and after that you can just take that as your baseline GT, and after that you can just increase the number of revisions you are doing and the number of grand tests, and try to give the grand test on the basis monthly, then weekly, and then in 3 days is what I would recommend.
As
And
I
please,
already
in last 10 days, please don't give the GT in last 10 days.
agreed.
Focus on subjects, please.
As I already said, I used to give grand test a lot. So you can do it like it's more of a holistic approach of all 19 subjects together. So you can give it frequently, and instead of just giving grand test again and again, do review the questions in which, like, it was is it a conceptual one or it is your silly mistake. So just note it down your these points.
And now Dr. Dayananda Neoram asks, once you started giving GPs, what was your way of reviewing it? I have always reviewed the GTs on the same day, and I always saw the questions which went wrong, and I tried to summarize the explanation. And please go with the questions while solving GT. Please go with the question solving ability of ruling out. As Marva sir has also always said, that rule out the three options, then reach to your answer. Don't just jump to your answer. And while reviewing your GT, when you're reading the explanation, read it, and then just try to summarize for yourself in one line or one word, it can be that uh, I have always said that कि कहना क्या चाहते हो is what I meant in the that explanation, that what is the question trying to ask and what is the explanation mean in one line.
Regarding my view of reviewing stuff, it was like, as I already mentioned, I did a 5.5 slot. So after this slot, I used to review the questions that are possible for me. Like around 100 questions I review in a single day, next 100 next day, and next 100 the remaining questions. So this is how I completed the reviewing one grand test in 3 days. That
Okay.
was my thing.
I did it on the same. And now, Dr. Raj asks, how many times did you revise the exam, and did you hold any only prep ladder, or did you go for any other source? I was always recommend that please stick to one source. It will always help you boost your preparation. And I have done like multiple revisions. I even forgot the count, to be very honest. And I did like approximately 3 revisions in last 1 month, and before that I did multiple revisions because I had made my own notes. Those were very short notes. They were approximately only 400 to 600 pages. So I had concised them, and I just went on reading those notes multiple times and solving questions and PYQs. Over to you,
Uh,
Dr. Ravina.
I would say initially trust your source. That's the key line you should follow. Um, Stop wandering on, like, we are surrounded by many people will say different sources. Just trust prep ladder, it's the best. And about the number of revisions, I would say not many. I have done 3 to 4 times, that's it. And just because I read the main lectures in my first revision, and in second and third I did the rapid revision notes. And like my revision strategy was different. Like I did a question and answer practice, like q bank practice, many times. So that was also included in my revision schedule only. That's
Okay.
it.
Lakshmi asks, how many subjects did you finish before going to India? Before coming to India, I had completed like all the 19 subjects, and then I had approximately 6 months left to prepare for the exam. And then I started, I was mainly focused on preparing the notes and concising them so that I can revise them multiple times. That was my only goal. And I would also suggest you, if possible, try to do all the 19 subjects before coming to India. And after that, you just have to revise them. You just have to go through them. The process would be a lot easier. And if you have not done that, then don't stress out. Please don't stress out because you can still do it. Many people do it, and it is possible. Over to you, Dr. Ravina.
Same in my case. I already finished 19 subjects before coming to India. So, like, a major pressure of completing 19 subjects is very much initially. So, you should complete it in your college years. So, in these 6 months, you should more focus on question practice, because seriously, studying notes and solving questions is a whole lot different thing. So, in 6 months, instead of cramming all the stuff, focus more on solving questions. That's it.
Dr. Smug asks, which preclinical subjects are must study from videos? I would say do all the subjects from videos, but nevertheless, you should go for Preeti ma'am's path and micro. I would definitely suggest that. I would definitely suggest going for medicine as well because Marva sir has done a great job. And for sorry, you are asking for preclinical subjects. Okay. And Neha ma'am has also concised very nicely PSM. So please go for PSM, path, micro, pharma, and these are the subjects which I would suggest to do from the main videos.
I totally agree to Dr. Manisha. And even the subjects you are not doing the main videos, please do the rapid revision videos, because you cannot leave even a single subject. If you are not doing the main videos, do the rapid revision videos, do its Q bank, and read the notes. It will be more than sufficient.
And now Dr. Neha Arya asks, I'm in my third year. Please suggest me study tips for continuity. I would say that no one, when you're in your third year, no one is that consistent. So it's okay to take break when you're in your third year. You can be a bit light on yourself. Don't be too harsh to yourself. And you have to just try to consolidate everything and focus more on your base. Try to have cleared your doubts before coming to India after you're done with your final year of MBBS. So and even if you are having a bad day, it's nothing bad to study for 1 hour. No problem. Everybody has bad days, so you can also do it.
Okay, so there is a question from Praveen C. If you came on 6th July, why didn't you give the July attempt? It's because there is a special date mentioned in the forms that you should have graduated before, sort of, I guess in my case it was April, and I graduated on 29th of May. Yeah, no, sorry, June. So I was way beyond that date limit, so I couldn't give that attempt.
Yeah, same with me. It depends on the college and the passing month and the how many months have you completed. It depends on that completely. And now, Dr. Smug asks, I feel like it's quite hard to finish whole videos of all subjects within next exam. Okay, no problem. If you're feeling very hard to do those questions, then fine, go with the rapid revision videos. The rapid revision videos are also sufficient for this exam to be cleared. They are consistent. They are, to be very honest, they are very, very concise, and you can further consolidate them as well because I have read the rapid revision videos, but I had filtered them as well. So I would say that rapid revision is sufficient. If you're unable to do the whole videos, then it's fine. You can go with the rapid revision videos.
I would agree to Dr. Manisha. Like, if you feel it is hard, you can do rapid revision, read its notes multiple times if you cannot read the main notes, and do question and answer. Like, Q bank practice will help you.
Okay. Now, Shivansh Goel asked, ma'am, I have scored 149 in a recent FMG exam. Please tell me how to plan for June exam. I would say that please just don't be disheartened by your score. And it was just bad luck, according to me. And you just have to go for your rapid revision, solving more questions, and try to do as many questions as possible, and just multiple revisions. That will be the only key.
Okay, Dr. Utkarsh has asked, I have 1 year for study. Please tell me, can I complete all 19 subjects? Please do not consider it as 1 year. You have 365 days. It is more than enough. People even start six in these last 6 months. You still have a year to do. So you can start the moment you decide you can do it, you start the work. And I firmly believe you'll pass in the July or the any exam you'll be giving. So start as soon as possible. And I would like to say consistency is the key. Please do not skip days, like those days you are not like feeling to study or sort of stuff. Do questions, do give GTs, do not study. It's like do PYQs. It's the best. It will boost your confidence that you know stuff, and it will even be included that you did something on that day.
I would agree completely. Now, Dr. Arvind asked, have you guys given NEET PG and INI-CET MOOCs? How much was your score? I have I haven't given those MOOCs. I just solved PYQs, NEET PG last 2 years PYQs, and I have done 1 year INI-CET, two exams that would be. So a total of four exams you have to go through, and that would really help you. And please don't take those questions as something very new.
Yeah.
They are not necessarily going to be repeated, but you have to go through them. It would definitely boost your confidence. So go through them, please.
I would like to say I did the same. I solved NEET PG last 2 years question papers, and INI-CET the recent one. And instead of focusing on the question, please focus on the topic, as the questions are not repeated, but the topics do repeat. So if you are not getting that question, no problem. Just go to that topic, read the stuff related to that question in and around. And I guess if you are lucky enough, you will get the question in your paper too.
Yeah. And now Dr. Hannah asks, is it true that December paper is easy and June paper is tough? No, I have already answered that. It is not at all true. You just have to go with your preparation. Don't go for the examiners. What are they going to give you question? Please go with your own preparation. Give your best. Give your best. That matters the most.
Exactly, I would agree. Like we were told December paper will be hard. Every
Yeah.
time paper will be there that December will be hard and June will be easy. It's nothing like that. It's a concised, like it's a balanced paper, I guess, every time. So just trust on your process and your hard work. You will too pass with flying colors.
Okay. Dr. Bhojpuri Viral asks, ma'am, I have my FMG next year. What subject should I do from main videos, or I should do RR and do multiple revision? That depends on you. But I would suggest if you have 1 year left, try to go with the multiple revisions. Do RR and try to master that. It should not be like that, yeah, you have done it once or twice or thrice, it's fine. No, try to master the content which you are doing, and that would really really help you. And simultaneously, after completing the subject, go with the PYQs of that subject. And analysis is very important. Try to analyze yourself at every step.
Okay, Dr. SPS asked, did you take any other coaching that is offline or just PrepLadder? No, it was completely PrepLadder. And being 6 years outside home, I was not having guts to go again to Delhi or any other place offline. So I preferred staying at home in my comfort zone and giving my best. And PrepLadder helped me a lot. I don't think even a point to one problem I faced at my home, and I could give full effort in towards my studies. So I would
Yeah.
prefer just choose your source and do it.
Yeah, I agree with Dr. Ravina. And even I believe that home is the best place to study. And just stick to your source. That is very, very important. And now, Dr. Raj says, hey, doctors, congratulations for your success. Thank you so much, Dr. Raj. That means a lot.
Thank you so much, Dr. Raj. And Dr. Syed Kadri said, where have you guys graduated from? We already mentioned I did my graduation from Bukovanian State Medical University, Ukraine.
And I did my MBBS from Avicenna and Tajik State Medical University, Dushanbe, Tajikistan. And
Okay,
now,
so
okay,
uh,
you can go.
next question was, did you solve the GT? I think we have already taken this question. I would skip this. Said Rasika, is it possible to finish 18 subjects in 5 months? If haven't studied earlier, go for prep RR only. Hope. I think you are only answering this question. Yes, as we mentioned, like if you have no time for main videos, you can go with the rapid revision and read the notes as I'm focusing again and again. If you are watching the video, please do read it, make your hand notes. Just close your eyes and try to remember what you read. Do not do passive learning, do active learning. Like I used to see video, write, like all my three senses were working. I even used to speak what I listen. So I used to see, I used to speak, I used to write. That gave me like, it increased my grasping power and my recalling power too.
Okay, now Dr. Kumar Dinesh asks, I have only 3 months. Please tell me pointed things I can do for June exam. Just go for RR. That is the only thing you can do in 3 months, and try to master it. That would be my only advice, and do multiple questions. And now do selected topics, choose from the PYQs.
Okay, as I totally agree with Dr. So I think that 3 months, as you mentioned, that instead of regretting that I wasted a lot of time, please focus on the time that is left, give your full, and you'll get the result.
And I hope we were helpful to you. And now we are just going to conclude this session. But before that, let's take this question. Med Doc asked, I scored 145 in my first attempt. What should I do? First of all, please don't be disheartened by your score. As I've already said, that a score above 140 is just bad luck or hard luck. Don't worry, you are definitely going to do your best in next exam, and just believe in yourself. Please believe in yourself. You are definitely going to do it.
I completely agree. Like, score like 145 is a very nice score, and as doctor already said that it was hard luck. So do not lose hope. I think you should focus more on what you were lacking, like during the giving, you were giving exam, what sort of questions you felt hard. So
Yeah.
focus on that subjects and do more question practice. I would think that will help. So thank you everyone for joining. Thank you Kumar Dinesh, Med Doc, Kumar Dinesh, Syed, Rasid, Kadri, and Raj. It was really, I think it was really a helpful session for you. Please do write in comments. How do you feel, or do you want us to be back on this platform, or any other questions you have in the comments?
And I just hope it would be helpful to you all, and you scored very best. And if you want more sessions like this, you can just write it in the comment section, and PrepLadder will do so. Thank
So
you so much.
thank you so much.